Killarney. My name is Hannah. We'll do a flow class today and we will start on our backs. So you can come down to the ground. Your knees can be bent or straight. Your arms can rest where they're comfortable. And slowly close your eyes. I'm going to be focusing a bit on the shoulders today. So start right away by letting your shoulders drop down, relaxing your neck. And let your arms feel heavy. Let your forehead soften and relax your eyes. Try to relax your jaw and let your bottom teeth come away from your top teeth. Feel your shoulders drop down into the ground a little bit more. And relax any tension or tightness that you might feel in your belly. Try to relax the muscles in your legs, the muscles around your hips and your pelvis. Notice your breathing beginning to slow down as you rest. And if you haven't already, you can close your lips and start to breathe just through your nose. Gently place your hands across your lower belly. Try to feel movement at your belly as you breathe. Each time you breathe in, imagine your lungs are stretching down towards your hips. The belly inflates. And as you exhale, feel the belly gently come down. Let your lungs stretch towards your hips as you breathe in. The belly inflates. And slowly breathe out through your nose. Feel the belly relax. Do that a couple more times. At your own pace, just take deep breaths in and out, feeling your belly move. You can relax your arms, maybe placing them back down. And once more, feel your shoulders and your arms relax into the ground. If your legs are straight, you can slowly bend your knees. And bring your knees over your chest. You can hug the knees in or just let them hover and rock from side to side. And bring your knees back over your chest or over your hips. And rest your arms on the ground beside you. And very slowly circle your arms wide on the ground, all the way up over your head. Stretch up through the fingertips. You can hold onto your fingers as you reach. Feel the back of your neck lengthen at the same time. Your chin tucks down. The neck is long at the back. And then slowly sweep your arms back down by your sides, just keeping your arms on the ground or close to the ground as they circle down. And this time, reach your arms to the ceiling and then over your head. And circle your arms on the ground all the way down. Inhale as you reach your arms to the ceiling and over your head. Exhale as you circle your arms down by your sides. Inhale to reach overhead. Exhale to circle wide and down. Really stretch your arms out wide as they come down. Inhale, reach over your head. Exhale, circle the arms down. And once more, reach over your head. Breathe in through your nose. And slowly breathe out as your arms circle down. And reverse the movement. Take your arms wide on the ground and over your head as you inhale. As you exhale, reach your arms to the ceiling and place place them down by your sides. Inhale as you circle your arms on the ground over your head. Exhale as the arms reach to the ceiling and then come down by your side. And keep going. Inhale, circle wide. Exhale, take your arms straight down. Rotate your palms up as you circle your arms wide. And lower your arms as you exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Good. Turn your palms up, relax your shoulders. And then separate your legs, hold your knees. Make slow circles with the feet. You're just moving the foot, so the knee and the hip is still. It's really just the ankle. It's moving. You can gradually make these circles bigger. And then circle in the other direction. And give your feet a shake. And keep your hands on your knees. Push the knees together. And then push the knees away from the body and circle them out wide and back around. Just keep doing this. Slow circles of the hips. And just like with your ankles, you can start with small circles and gradually widen them. And change the direction of your circles. And bring your knees back together. And then roll to one side. You can take your time, push yourself up. Come to your hands and knees. With your fingers spread out, your knees apart, and your toes pointing back. Look to the ground as you tuck your tailbone under and around your spine slowly from your tailbone to your neck. Then lift your tailbone up towards the ceiling, arch your back, lift your head. And tuck your tailbone again, this time breathing out as your spine slowly rounds and your head drops. Take a slow breath in as your tailbone lifts up. Your lower back arches, upper back flattens, and the head lifts. And exhale as you tuck your tailbone and round your spine. Inhale as you arch. Exhale as you round. Keep moving for another few breaths. To a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under and take your hands a few paces forward. start to lean back towards your heels. You can relax your neck. Feel all 10 fingers grip the mat, and then feel your hands resist the ground. Pay attention to your breath moving through your nose as you hold this position. Listen to the sound of your inhale and your exhale. And begin to lift your head back up and take your hands a little closer. And make your way to downward dog, lifting the hips up, looking back towards your heels, and you can very slowly pedal your feet, or pedal your heels. Try to take it easy, especially if your ankles feel tight right now. Your calves. And take a second to drop down to your knees. Sit back on your heels and flip your left hand over so the fingers point back towards the knee and the back of the hand is pushing down. Just push the back of the hand down until you feel a stretch in your forearm. And release your hand. Start to move the fingers around, open and close the fist. And then do the same thing on the other side. Turn the right hand over. The fingers point back, the back of the hand is down. And then gently push until you feel a stretch in the muscles up your forearm. Good. Release your hands, move the fingers slowly. Open and close your fist. And then plant your palms again. Grip the mat, tuck your toes, and lift up to downward dog. You can continue to pedal your feet. And take your feet about hip width apart and lift your heels up as high as you can. Feel your hips lift too, and push away from the mat with your hands. Feel everything pushing and lifting away from the ground. And keep the hips high, keep the heels high as you bend your knees and pull your hips back. Straighten the legs out. One more time, bend your knees, feel the hips pull back and the spine stretches. And straighten your legs and relax your heels. You can walk your feet slowly up to your fingertips. Let the head hang, let your arms hang, and bend your knees. If this feels like too much, you can prop yourself up at your thighs instead with your hands or your elbows. Let your weight rock very gently forward and back, maybe side to side. Get a sense of where you're holding your weight in your feet. Maybe you can even that weight out a little. Place your hands on your thighs. Lift your head and chest halfway up. And soften your knees, reach your arms out. Breathe in as you come all the way up to stand and reach. And then exhale as you dive back down, fold back down. Inhale as you lift halfway, pushing your hands into your thighs. Draw the shoulders back and look down. Exhale as you fold over your legs. Once more, inhale, lifting halfway. And exhale to fold down. Bring your fingertips to your mat, to the ground. Step the right leg back. Drop your knee and point your toes. Try to relax your shoulders, maybe look forward or look to the ground in front of you. And tuck your toes under and lift your back knee. Feel your heels stretch back. And plant your palms and step back to plank. Spread out your fingers. Feel the hands and the arms push away from the ground. Take a breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out, drop your knees, point your toes, and lower your chest and belly. You can hug your shoulders back, your elbows in, and lift your chest. And then lower your chest back down. Inhale as your shoulders squeeze back, the head lifts, the chest lifts. And exhale as they come down. Tuck your toes, push back up to your knees and lift your hips to downward dog. Pedal your feet if you'd like. Take your feet hip width apart again and lift your heels up high. Push away from the ground, lift your hips up high. Then bend your knees, pulling your hips back. Straighten out your legs, relax your heels, walk your feet forward. Bring your hands to your thighs, lift halfway up. Stay here as you exhale. Bend the knees a little bit, reach your arms out wide and push through your heels as you stand. And then exhale as you fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway up. Exhale to fold back down. Once more, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Bring your fingertips down. Step your left leg back. Drop your knee and point your toes. Relax your shoulders as you look forward. Then tuck your back toes. Lift your knee and stretch back through the heel. And plant your palms. Step back to plank. And try to hold this plank as you breathe. And inhale. Exhale as you drop your knees. Point your toes, lower your chest. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale to the ground. Push the hips down. Tuck the elbows back, lift the chest. Exhale to come down. And tuck your toes. Push back up to your knees and lift your hips to downward dog. Take your feet apart and lift your heels up. Bend your knees slowly, feel the hips pull back, and straighten the legs. Lower your heels, walk your feet forward. Lift halfway up as you inhale. Stay here as you exhale. And soften the knees, reach your arms wide and over your head, and fold forward as you breathe out. Lift halfway as you breathe in. Fold as you breathe out. Bring your fingertips down and step the right leg back. This time stay on the ball of the back foot. Bend your back knee. Reach your arms up and over your head into a lunge. If this lunge doesn't feel too shaky, you can bend both knees a little more, let your hips come down a little lower. And stretch up even higher as you inhale. As you exhale, turn the palms forward and squeeze the elbows back and down. Inhale as you reach overhead. Exhale as you cactus your arms, pulling the elbows back and down. Inhale as you stretch up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale as you reach. One more time. Good. Circle your arms down by your sides. You can place your hands on your hips and then push off your back leg as you lift your right knee to your chest. Take a second to balance yourself. Then cross your right knee over your left. That might be the only cross here, but if your right toes can tuck behind the left calf, you can also do that. Reach your arms out wide. Cross your right arm over your left. Get a really tight cross. Bend the elbows and then cross your wrists, I suppose. Interlace your forearms and push your hands together. And lift your elbows up, reach the fingertips up, and sit back a little more, squeezing the legs together. Concentrate on your breathing. You might have a stronger inhale and a stronger exhale at this point. And slowly unwind your arms and stretch them out. And bring your hands back to your hips, uncross your legs, and step the right foot back into a lunge, bending both knees. Then bend your back knee enough that it lowers all the way down to the ground. Point your toes, bring your fingertips down to the mat, and then plant your palms. Sorry, I shouldn't have pointed the back toes. Keep them tucked and step back to plank. Inhale, and stay here as you exhale. Take your feet a little bit wider apart. And then imagine your right hand and your left foot are the only things keeping you balanced. So you're really pushing away from the ground with those 2 points. Then slowly lift the right foot and hover it off the mat. And lower the right foot down. Drop your knees, lower your chest and belly. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale to the ground. Tuck your toes, push back up to your knees, Lift your hips to downward dog. When you're ready, walk your feet forward. Lift halfway up. Lengthen your back, look down. And soften your knees, reach your arms out. Inhale as you push through the heels, come up to stand. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale as you lift halfway. Exhale as you fold. Bring your fingertips down, step the left leg back into a lunge and stay on the ball of the back foot. Bend your back knee, reach overhead. And once you're here and steady, if you want, you can bend the back knee a little more, lower the hips. And take a breath in as your arms reach your sides, stretch. And then exhale to cactus your arms. Inhale to reach. Exhale to cactus the arms. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Let your arms come all the way down. Rest your hands at your hips. And then push off the ground with the left knee to the chest. Cross the left knee over the right. Maybe the toes wrap around. Then sit back a little. Extend your arms out to the side. Cross your left arm over your right, like you're trying to touch your biceps. And then bend your elbows. Interlace your forearms. Push the palms together or the backs of the hands together. And keep reaching the fingers up as you lift the elbows. Sit back. See if you can control your breathing. Slow down your inhale, slow down your exhale. And then unwind your arms, stretch them out. Bring your hands to your hips and take a step back with the left leg into your lunge. Bend your knees. Let the left knee lower all the way down. Keep your toes tucked. Bring your fingertips down to the mat and the palms as you step back. Take a slow inhale. Stay here as you exhale. And separate your feet. This time let the left hand and the right foot balance you as you hover your left toes. Good. Drop the left toes, drop the knees, point your toes and lower your chest. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale to the ground. Push back up and tuck your toes as you come into downward dog. When you're ready, take your time, rock forward, lift halfway up, and stay here as you exhale. Soften your knees, reach wide, and then come all the way up to stand. Let just your arms float down, and bring your feet together. Rest your hands on your hips and take a wide step back with your left foot. Turn your right toes in, and then angle your heels in, toes out. Excuse me. Lower your hips straight down, bend your knees, and then check that your knees are not narrower than your toes. Sometimes the toes can turn out more than the knees can, so just line them back up. Good. Lower the hips a little more, and check again. And keep your chest lifted, reach your arms straight out, make fists, and rotate your biceps and your fists towards the ceiling. Keep a nice tight fist, feel your arm rotate from your shoulder, and then start to rotate your biceps down as your fists rotate down. And then rotate back up. So just a very slow rotation, starting at your shoulder and working down to your wrist. Good, rotate down again, biceps turn down. And rotate up. Good, open your palms, relax your arms, and just circle your shoulders up and back, big circles. And then up and forward. Good, relax. Let your hands rest at your thighs. Lift your right heel away from the ground. And lower the right heel down. Lift the left heel up. Then lower. Lift both heels, even if it's just a little. And lower. Good. Lower your hips just a little more. And then straighten your legs out. Turn your toes forward or feet forward, heel toe the feet together. Step to the top of your space. And then separate your feet. Rotate your palms forward, close your eyes. Just take a couple of breaths, nice and easy. And open your eyes as you inhale, reach overhead. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway up. Exhale to fold down again. Bring your fingertips down and step the right leg back, drop your knee. Step the left leg back and drop your knee. And then lower your chest to the ground. You can rest your head on your hands. Separate your feet. Push the front of your hips into the mat or into the ground. And keep pushing them firmly down as you lift your legs, both legs. And keep your legs lifted. Lift your head. Reach your arms back beside you, palms down. And then feel the front of your shoulders pull back and away from the mat or away from the ground. Lift your arms up. And then slowly circle your arms out wide and up into a V shape. At the top, your palms are facing each other. And then turn your palms down. Circle your arms down by your sides. Do that again. Rotate your palms forward as you reach overhead. And then turn your palms down as you circle your arms down. Bend your elbows, rest your head on your hands and lower your legs. Relax your hips. You can let your hips rock from side to side if it feels nice. And then once more, push the front of your hips into the ground, lift your legs up. And this time take your legs wider apart until you feel a bit of resistance from your outer hip. And hold that position, lift your head, reach your arms back again. Feel the front of your shoulders, this ball, pull back and away from the ground. Shoulder blades squeeze together, lift your arms. And circle your arms up into a V. Turn the palms down and circle your arms down. If I didn't say it already, you're looking down here. You're not craning your neck to look forward. Again, rotate the palms forward and circle up. And then circle down. Bend your elbows, rest your head, relax your legs. You can rock your hips. We'll stay on the ground a little bit longer, or on our bellies. You can take your right arm out to the side, straight out from the shoulder with your palm down. Come up onto your left fingertips and push yourself, roll yourself onto your right hip. And as you roll, let your right arm slide further to the right. Rest your head. You have two choices or two options. You can bend both knees up towards the chest and rest here. Or you can keep the bottom leg straight, bend the top knee, and touch your toes to the ground behind you. Try to steady your breath as you hold this stretch. Begin to straighten both legs, back out, roll to your belly. Bend your right elbow and bring your fingertips to the ground, and stretch your left arm out to the side, in line with your shoulder. Roll to your left hip. You can slide the left hand further to the left as you roll. And then either straighten the bottom leg, bend the top knee, touch your toes down, or bend both knees. Let your neck relax. Try to concentrate on slowing down your inhale and slowing down your exhale, and feeling the air pass through your nose as you breathe. Straighten both legs out. Slowly roll to your belly. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Push yourself up to your hands and knees. You can walk the knees in. Spread out your fingers, separate your knees, and gently tuck your tailbone under as you round your back. Lift your tailbone up and slowly arch your back from your tailbone up to crown of your head. One more time, tuck your tailbone under and slowly round your back. And lift your tailbone up and slowly arch your back. And come to a neutral spine. You can sit back on your heels and spin your legs around. Give yourself space to roll back. Hug both knees to your chest. Lengthen the back of your neck again, thinking about tucking the chin, reaching the crown, or stretching the crown of your head up. And hold just your right knee. Extend your left leg out. You can also bend your left knee and place the foot down. And then use your left hand to hold your right ankle or your right foot. And start to pull the foot or pull the ankle across the body until you feel the stretch in your right hip. Just hold that stretch. If you notice your shoulders tensing, let them drop down. Release your right foot. Bring the left knee back to the chest and hold your left knee as you either straighten the right leg out on the ground or bend your right knee and place the foot flat. And then take your left foot or left ankle with your right hand. Start to pull it across the body, just enough to feel a stretch. Sometimes the left knee starts to drift out to the side or splay out to the side. See if you can bring the knee back in. Just notice how the stretch changes. Let go of your left ankle and bring your right knee to your chest. Drop your arms to the ground, letting your shoulders relax. And then lower your feet to the ground. Keep your knees bent, so straighten the legs out. If you are straightening your legs, try taking the feet wide. Make any adjustments, wiggle, stretch, until you feel like you can settle for a few minutes. You can close your eyes, close your lips. Feel all the muscles relax on your face, from your forehead to your eyes, to your jaw. Relax your neck, your shoulders, your chest. If there's any holding on in that area, just let it go. Let your arms feel heavy. Let your belly feel completely relaxed and soft. If you notice any tensing around your hips or your pelvis, try to relax those muscles. Let the legs feel heavy. And once it feels like your whole body is at rest, bring your awareness to your breath. If any thoughts pop up, just let them pass. And keep your awareness on your breath. And start to deepen your breath again. Letting the lungs stretch down towards the hips. And slowly move your fingers and your toes. And one leg at a time, bend your knees. And use your left arm as a pillow as you roll to your left side and bring your knees up. With your eyes closed, push yourself up. Come to a seated position. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Take a few easy breaths through your nose. And gradually open your eyes. Thank you for practicing